I want to have a conversation about politics. Everybody knows at the table I'm not really all the way in there, but I like that you support Bernie.
Thank you.
And I think that's very interesting. And you not feeling pressure to support Hillary, I feel like some women might feel pressure because of that.
There certainly was pressure.
There was?
Oh, yeah. There's been so many statements and so much shaming. And don't get me wrong, the idea of a woman president I know will happen, and I hope someday it can be the daughter of someone who's not rich, who's not married to someone who was a president, that can happen in this country. And it's not going to happen as long as we have Citizen United. And the only person that's not connected to the machine, and that's why I'm so excited, because there's never been a candidate, nor will there ever be a candidate in my lifetime, who hasn't taken money from Wall Street, from super PACs, from Monsanto, from fracking. And I want someone with that moral commitment to people. And
you've been a long time, you had a long history of activism. You've even been arrested for it.
Yes.
Have you always been so passionate and driven to stand up for what you believe?
That's a good question. I came of age at a time when you didn't have a corporate media, when you actually saw what was going on in Vietnam, and being young and seeing what was happening in the South, because that's how old I am, the desegregation of the South.
Me too.
You couldn't help but be involved. And because when I became a person who was connected to media, then people would ask me to go to things, and I was very hesitant to be public about it, but I'd done it as a kid, you know. And then Marlo Thomas, the first time was for the the Equal Rights Amendment, and Marlo Thomas said, you have to get out there and just say something. I said, well, I don't know who I'm supposed to be, I don't know. She said, it doesn't matter what you say, but it'll get on the news if you go out there. And that's when I realized that so many of these instances where there's social injustice, or where people don't have a voice, if it's the refugees or if it's the homeless, that why not give them a chance to find out? Not that I'm an expert, because I would never tell anybody what to do, but I think the flip side of being connected like this means that instead of my job owning me, that I can now help other people, just like a little flashlight, not really anything that's, you know, but some of this stuff, like Bernie wasn't getting covered until Iowa. Nobody, it's still now, it's very slanted.
No, we grabbed him. We grabbed him, so you have to come here.
Do you feel like there's Bernie, in the closet Bernie lovers? Like, are there people that love Bernie that won't say anything?
Absolutely,
Oh,
yeah.
really? I think,
even the
everyone.
super, no,
kidding.
even no, because if you're a woman, everyone dumps on you like, how can you be a feminist? And, you know, and so you don't want to have that conversation. And I know some of the super delegates said to him, you know, we just had no idea. The fact of the matter is that he's favored in the polls to beat Trump. And so when people say, you know, I don't know if he can do it, it's because they're getting their news from other places. The millennials were online really early, so they're like all down.
There's such a grassroots movement for him.
But that's what's so exciting to see in this country. People saying, you know, I want to fight for this guy. I'm going to fly to this state that's so far away and leave my job for 2 weeks. I'm just so moved by the passion in these groups when I've introduced him, and he's so authentic.
It's a great thing. I mean, the idea that people are engaged again.
Yes.
You know, 'cause for what
that is very important.